Welcome back, guys.
Welcome to the G3C show.
You guys feel that? The funkiness? The inner city?
The vibe
Oh, yeah.
that is.
Kater. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the G3C show. Let me pause that wonderful song there. If you don't know, that was
nice.
Welcome Back Kater theme song. And does star John Travolta as a young little lad there. So if you were curious and we're wondering what John Travolta, got to start at, check out Welcome Back Kotter. It's a pretty dope show, actually. I liked it.
Up your nose with a rubber hose, Mr. Gato.
And Horshack,
Horshack, yeah.
Little nerdy guy with the fro, he was awesome. Dude, actually, speaking of TV, not to get off subject right off the get-go, but last night, you know what was on TV?
Nope, I don't
Dude,
watch
Knight
TV.
Rider. Knight Rider was on TV last night.
Old
and
or new?
Old. And they had the one when he versus his brother, the person he was modeled after. Like, Mr. Knight made Michael Knight to look like his son who was in prison. And there's a 2-part series where they build a truck like Kit, and it's called Goliath. It's a big semi-truck.
Wow.
It was the cheesy as can be, like I remember. But I haven't seen that since I was a little kid. Like, I actually just pop on TV like that, unless I had to go, Netflix or something. And that was on. And then this TV show came on, like a regular sitcom, and I just thought I saw it, and it brought back memories. Like, what a great show it was.
Mm-hmm.
Home Improvement, dude.
It was good. I was on, yeah.
It was a great, like, moral show. You know what I'm saying? It always taught something good. You learned something good. You had laughs in it. And it wasn't, like, just trying to be cheesy. You know what I'm saying? It was a good family show.
You sit around, eat dessert after dinner,
Yeah.
and watch.
Watch it with the family, you know what I'm saying? With the
Right.
kids, and everyone get a chuckle off it, and it taught you something. Sorry, guys, get off subject there. Everyone at the club, I'm sure you guys know I like to talk about TV stuff, every once in a while a good TV classic comes on. So there you go. Check out Knight Rider, the original one, with David Hasselhoff. Check that out if you haven't watched it in a while. It's on Netflix. Or Home Improvement. I'm actually getting a kick out of that. I don't know why.
Shameless plug.
We do have some stuff for you guys. We are missing Jeremy today, as you guys can see. Sean Flight had a flight accident, and he will be temporarily out, but he is listening. So,
Sure.
So what's up, Jeremy?
So, man, hope you're doing all right.
Yeah,
buddy.
dude. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're getting better. We know you're a warrior, so we'll see you soon. If anyone at the club, he is at home, so I'm sure he loves cards and candies.
Candy.
And if you give him a lot of candies and he thinks he wouldn't want them, I'll take them and give them to him. Right? I'll be the middleman with some candies.
There you go.
Yes, he is. He likes Godiva. Actually, I don't know if he likes chocolate candies like that. Probably doesn't. I've never seen him eat them, so it'd be strictly for me. So just joking. But we do have some new stuff going right now. If you guys are listening right now, you guys are obviously either at the club or you're watching from a computer. Our Facebook page, Genesee Compassion. You guys need to check that out. We have 4,207 members, or friends right now.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and we got 84 followers following with all of our daily activities going on here. We're growing. I know, like myself, I keep up with some of the Facebook stuff. Jeremy always keeps up with new stuff going on the political side. Every time something happens, he's been really good at getting on Facebook and letting people kind of, hear a little bit different side on stuff, calm them down a little bit, and Ramona too. Ramona just actually, if you guys are watching, you can get into a computer. Ramona actually posted the haze surrounding Michigan's medical marijuana laws, ABC News 12, which is one of the things I was going to tell you guys. If you're at the club or if you're watching, and you guys are really interested in seeing Jeremy on TV pre-accident, you guys can check him out. He's got a nice little interview on there. I think we have a couple other celebrities that come on to the interview.
I believe my mustache makes a...
Dude, the mustache is a celebrity amongst itself, dude.
Word.
The stash. Dude, you would have loved it. We'll talk about it in a second, but there was this, the Dirty Sanchez. I'll let you know. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But you guys, ABC News 12, you can go right to abc12.com and go right to the and search for the news article. It's called "The Haze Surrounding Michigan Medical Marijuana Laws," or you can just go to our Facebook page, which is Genesee Compassions, just like Genesee is spelled Genesee. I know a lot of confusion happens with that.
Yeah.
Even street signs, parks, all that stuff in Genesee County have misspelled signs. And it's because it's a tough one. It could be either way. And so there's no harm in it. But the proper spelling for our Facebook is Genesee or Genesee Compassion. Sorry, I'm reading
No
the
dot.
top pot. No dot. Genesee Compassion, not Genesee Compassion Club or Genesee County, just Genesee Compassion. You'll see a nice picture of some really nice bubble hash up there.
It looks
Some
beautiful.
beautiful bubble hash. And our nice logo, our original logo. That logo is awesome. That will always be forever an awesome logo. Like, we got that one. Like, I don't remember who did that logo originally, but that idea for it and everything, it's perfect. I mean, I know it's pot leaf and everything, but for
No.
first in the state, like, come out with a logo like that. I know other ones did too, but it just is a cool logo. Like, I got shirts among shirts with the original logo on it that I wear all over the place. Proud to wear it.
It screams superiority.
It does.
Look at it.
It's like Rocky Balboa coming out the ring when you wear that shirt. That's what you feel. It just gets you a little pumped up. Well, you gotta feel that way because as a club, we have what now, like
Over 8,000.
over 8,000 members. And remember, our club is, if you're watching and you're not at the club, obviously, and you've never been in the club, our club follows the premises like the VFW Hall kind of, where like every member is, you're part of that club. That is your club just as much as anyone else's.
Mm-hmm.
And we all work to make that club better. Now, some people volunteer, which we'll talk about here in a minute. Some people volunteer at a time when they can. Some people come in and they donate. Some people, they're caregivers. They take care of it that way. There's many ways that members of the club help give back to the club to utilize the things that the club offers for people. Like just the point that you can go meet your caregiver, as a patient, you can go meet your caregiver at a place that's safe. Or if you don't have a caregiver, a lot of times you hear horror stories of people having to go on Craigslist or Facebook, and they're like, yeah, this person wants me to meet them at this bar at 12:30 a.m. on the backside of Detroit, and they said, bring a few $100, we'll give you the first meds free, and then you get there and you get robbed. There's all sorts of crazy stuff that happens when you have to go into something not knowing what you're going into. And that's one thing the club does offer is a great safe house for people. Like, you can go there and you know that if someone's in there and you can get a vibe from them. You can talk to other people. You can come back over and over again and re-meet people. Like, I know some people have made friends there where they come back and they meet up during certain parts of the week and just come and sit down, have some coffee, maybe talk about their meds and how life's going and what's going new with their family, and then they go back to their family. Like, it's a hangout spot for people to utilize and learn stuff, expand their knowledge. Just why we have the educational center next door. I mean, there's just so much that this club offers, and every member, you're part of it. Everyone listening, you guys are all part of this club. So when you sit there and say, like, man, this club is awesome, or you say, I would really like to have this at the club, that's awesome. That's what the suggestion box for. That's what we, donations are for. That's what your membership fee is for, is to help when those ideas come in, or ideas get brought up at the member meetings the first Thursday of every month. When ideas get brought up there, they can get implicated because everyone puts in this big idea that it just works out at the end as this awesome thing that's the club. It started as an idea and a concept, and it merged into now two-part club, which is just amazing. Like, I've never
It happened
seen.
to be an excellent concept.
Yeah, and the concept's amazing. The members love it because the members are all part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the other clubs I've seen come and go, I mean, I respect to everyone out there, no disrespect at all. This is not a slander or nothing like that to anyone that has a club or running a club. I just have seen a lot of clubs in the present, or in the past, that have started with partners and stuff like that, or started with different kind of idea, not the membership, owner, like the membership, run club and this and that, and volunteers and everything to start. Like, we didn't even know about employees. We were all just volunteers. Everyone was a volunteer. Even all the staff was volunteers with no intention to ever be real staff because no one ever knew if it was ever going to happen.
Right.
So, I mean, no other club that I've ever really seen followed that concept and has made it because of that lack of that concept. It's the idea that everyone comes together as a unit and works together. Like, you're my left finger, that's my right finger, this is that, and we all work as one big body. And that's what I think has made this club so special. And to everyone that's a member, like, props, to you guys, like, for being part of this and to helping out and to guide us. We have many members that give ideas and suggestions that help guide this place. Mm-hmm. So, like, when you have a feeling or you want to speak up. Speak up. Member boxes, our suggestion box. We also have the first Thursday of every month member meeting. Be part of it. Be active. We also want more people. If you're sitting in the club or listening and you're like, man, you know what? I really like the club and I like to learn and I like to come hang out, but I want more. I want to be part of it more. Like I want to be more involved with what the club's about. I want to be more involved with the people. We have things like the soup kitchen coming up. The 14th and 21st of March, we're gonna have the soup kitchen at the North End Soup Kitchen. We take volunteers for that. We do that thing. We do it 8 times a year. We go 8 days a year.
It's huge.
And even more if they need it. Like we have people that go there and they even sign up for extra volunteer times on top of that. But that's one way right there. That is something quite quick. It takes like 4 hours of your, actually it's 3 hours of your day. Sorry, it takes 3 hours of your day to go hang out with fellow friends, fellow advocates, and help other people out. The people that work there are in the same kind of business for the same reason. They are in the nonprofit business for helping people out. They're in, just like most caregivers and patients are in this, to be a family and help each other out. The same thing with the people that run these kind of places. They volunteer, they work for lower wages than what you'd expect, and do a lot of work for people that need it. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that keep the ship running. We see these people and we see these ships, and we're like, oh, good thing they got a place for everyone to sleep. A good thing they got a soup kitchen there. But you never really think about how they run, and it's the people that run those things, that are amazing. And those people, that's and us volunteering is what helps them out. They solely depend on volunteers, donations, and such to keep these places running. And believe me, there's a lot of people that actually volunteer for these. Like, not saying that we don't need more, but we do have a great turnout with our groups, and so much that they've even made note of it, that how good our turnout is. And then on top of that, you get a lot of churches and a lot of schools and stuff, and even a lot of college groups like fraternities and sororities and different activist groups will go volunteer quite often in these places. But even if you have a big family or group of friends, this is a great way to give back too. Even if you're not part of our club, a soup kitchen is a great way to give back. Even if it's just clean out your pantry and go dropping it off for them, or even take an extra $20 and go and drop it off one day. You know what I'm saying? They aren't going to look at you funny. They're going to shake your hand and say thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing scary about it. I know a lot of people don't do things because you're nervous.
Right.
You get put in a situation where like, ooh, I don't know anyone. I'm gonna walk into this building. I don't know anyone. This is why most people fail interviews, is because of this reason. It's nothing bad. I mean, we're human. This is part of being human, and this is part of learning to come over it. But going into a place like that is nothing different than going into your friend's house, walking in the door and saying, "Hey, I got a bag of canned goods here. Where can I drop it off for you?" They're gonna say, "Oh, thank you so much. You can actually, what? I got a guy. He's gonna come out and grab it for you." And really, oh, awesome, thank you. Boom. That's how easy it is. And I know Christmas time, you see all the guys taking money collections with the little bells and everything. That's cool. But you can still give all year round. And you don't have to just, give like, hey, I picked up a piece of trash. You can actually be more involved if you want to. And you're going to find out it's very enlightening and it's very fulfilling. You're going to feel great doing it. It's just like going to the gym for me. Like, I feel good after I work out because you get your endorphins going and such, and you just feel accomplished. Same thing with when you do stuff like this. You feel very accomplished about it because you went and you gave up time of your day, and you just gave. It wasn't about you, not at all about you. It's about going in there and helping them, and doing what they want or what they need you to do, and being part of it. It doesn't matter if you know how to cook or clean dishes or mop. You just do it because it's about giving and helping out. And then you find out at the end it wasn't that hard. Like, wow, that was the easiest thing I ever had to do. Like, it was so simple. Like, no wonder people volunteer for this.
Well, I've never heard anybody say they didn't want to go back.
Yeah, I've never heard that either. But the hard part is getting people to go. It's that idea that I have to give up time in my day, or I have to do this. But really, we give you guys such notice, or even on top of that, you can call these places and ask them, hey, can I just stop in on any Sunday? And they'll probably say, sure, just show up. We'll take you. Even if you don't know a group, bring a couple friends, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I always have small groups throughout the week that come in where, like I said, they need people right there. And talking about giving, sorry guys, we don't have much politics stuff or political stuff today. Politics stuff. Obviously, you can tell I'm not the political guy. We don't have much political stuff today, so I am going to just, I really want to talk a little bit more about the stuff that I like to talk about. I know Toby does a lot about this too. I know Jeremy is really into this stuff, but he is our political guy, so of course we're going to let him talk about that. We do have the Genesee County Animal Shelter, or Animal Control. We have a drive going on, Bucks for Barks.
Yep.
And with Bucks for Barks, we're collecting money or goods. It can be snacks, foods, please unopened ones only, just like, for humans. I think used towels.
Barks for bucks.
Used towels. in bleach,
Sure.
jars
Yeah.
of bleach, because they use towels to clean out cages. I don't know if
Right.
you guys ever volunteered at an animal shelter. I have. It is a good and a bad place to volunteer at. If you have enough dogs and you have enough willpower, you'll be good because if you're a dog person, they'll appreciate you because all the dogs will feel calm around someone who is volunteering for a good reason instead of someone who has to be there for community service and hates dogs. So volunteering for that is even a good spot. Sorry.
And they deal with all animals, though.
They deal with all animals, everything, dogs,
Yeah.
cats,
Horses.
everything, horses,
Yeah.
everything. So we can take it for anything. We can take snacks, any of that kind of stuff for all sorts of animals. The bleach is good too, because like I said, they use the bleach for cleaning and disinfecting. Because they have animals in and out of cages and stalls. They have to go in and wash. Like for goats, I remember one time I volunteered to go wash a stall out, and it took me a power washer, and it was like a 4-hour job. I thought it was gonna be like going there, done, like a dog stall. No, it was a bunch of goats. You had to chase them around and get them to go out one of the little entrance or the exits, and yeah, pain in the butt. But we're taking stuff for that. We also had a bunch of the people at the club, a bunch of the members, some of the staff. We all got together and we built a sled. I will get pictures. If you go to our Facebook page, we have pictures up on there. Ramona was awesome and took photos for us and posted them on our Facebook page for us. We built a sled. It was a good idea. It didn't do as well as we hoped it would, but next year we're going to do way better, put it that way. But the whole thing was to help raise money for the Bucks for Barks also. And we went there, and that's what we represented. We represented with a dog house on a pretty sweet silvered out sled bottom with ski runners and everything. We did some ingenuity on that. We did expanded foam, all that jazz. I know Toby had the duct tape master down and some artwork on the side. But that was a lot of fun. This is something that Tim Hortons does at Mount Holly. This is the first year I think doing it there. I think they've done it. They do it in other places, but this was one of their fundraisers they do. I think it was for the disabled vets.
I believe so.
I want to say it's for disabled vets. I'm sorry, most of the things I've been looking at doing this summer, like for like those mudder competitions and stuff, they're all for disabled vets or PTSD vets. So which is awesome. But I'm glad people are doing that.
Right.
But this one I'm pretty sure was for that also. But you could also race for your own charities. You could pick your own charities. I know George from Jesters, shout out to George. What? He actually had the fastest sled of the freaking day.
It was the smallest too, wasn't it?
And Terry, dude, Terry's ass was like sitting there hounding me. Like it was like my girlfriend or something. Like, George's sled looks like a piece of junk. It's all top heavy and you gotta make it way better. And he like sat there and cattle prodded us. But like was just like the guy there with the arm that didn't really help. He had like the invisible hand. Like, I'll hold that for you. Terry, I thought you were holding that for me. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'll hold that for you. We love you, Terry.
That's a good description of Terry.
But I'm going to tell you, though, all of the shenanigans you fed me about how much better our sled was than George's, George beat the shit out of us, or snot out of us. There we go. Bleep that if you come with a dog bark. We don't have to. It's internet, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So George did have the fastest sled. Tim Hortons, they do this event. If you want to check it out, go to look up Banana 101.5. They also co-hosted it, and we're there doing the DJs and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. Next year, I think me and Jeremy are going to definitely go back and do it. I will say, dude, thank you for everyone that helped out on that. And we had a lot of artwork on that, too. I will say, though, we got the first part, Jeremy was eating, and we couldn't find him because I went off and had a beer. And I was thinking I was going to be late. And I didn't know Jeremy went off and had food because he had the fam. So I'm sitting there like freaking out. I'm like, oh no, I'm going by myself. And then this guy who he was part of the Red Baron team, he was a bigger guy. He was a cool dude too, by the way. I forgot your name, but if you ever see this man, thank you very much for volunteering your service. I appreciate that, dude. You're one cool mother freaker. There, I cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
freak out, moms.
But the bad part was he was a pretty big guy. Like pretty big, stocky and everything, and the design was I was gonna lay in the middle of the sled, and Jeremy was gonna squat over my back and stick his head out through the middle of the doghouse with the cap on.
Duo style.
So this guy he had to start getting inside the dog sled and try to get up in there, and everyone behind him was laughing because he looks like he's like just like humping me, and it was terrible, and I felt violated, and he was very big and heavy. And I know now what I shouldn't know. Oh yeah. But thank you again for volunteering, dude. Yeah. But the bad part was too, we didn't think about when I was going face first in the sled. I was completely like face down with my helmet on. I couldn't see up, and I was catching all the snow in my face and my glasses and my goggles.
Just a plow.
Dude, I was completely blind. I didn't know what was going on. Then Jeremy had to get out and push me. He's pushing me like, wheelbarrow. And dude, we get to the end and he's passing out. And I thought he was just bull snarsing me there. And really, well, it was a workout because the second run, he went in the bottom because I was thinking weight differential. I'll be in the back. Well, I get in the back. We start flying down the hill. Same thing. We come to a stop at the end because all the good stuff was peeling off the bottom. We didn't know it. The ice was just tearing off that tape.
No snarzle?
Yeah, no snarzle. So I had to get out, and I'm sitting there trying to grab Jeremy's feet or like grab the back of his legs without grabbing his ass and push him across this line, and the line was forever away. Like I had my big snowboard boots on with these pants. I'm running and pushing, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and I'm like, wow, he was not joking, and I'm pushing, and I thought I passed the finish line. 'Cause they had a bunch of like colored, like written stuff all over the place, and they had some red written stuff that got smeared like a line, like 10 feet before the line. So I'm like, and I push it, and I'm like done. I'm on my back. Everyone's looking at me like, man, this guy's gonna die. I'm stripping off my coat, and Jeremy's like, whoo, he gets out and has to like push the sled another 10 feet. I felt so bad. But dude, I just couldn't go another step farther. Like I couldn't go snowboarding after that. Like Jeremy wanted to go snowboarding and try out the hill. We were there at Mount Holly and I couldn't go. Like I was so whooped from that, dude. I was done for. Look at Beaner. Beaner's taking he's taking a siesta. Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, he's a sombrero. I actually do have a hat for him. But sorry to get off topic there, guys, about the club. But that was something that we did for the club, actually. So it's not off topic, is it?
Yeah,
there we go. But Tim Hortons did an excellent job with that. Same with Banana 101.5, the Banana. And there was the Doobie Brothers. They were great. The Doobie Brothers came out with a full Doobie. Yeah, dude, they actually won they won their heat, I think, twice in a row, but they just weren't the fastest. It was pretty cool.
Just a big Doobie.
Dude, the best part was they had a doobie in their van, a minivan, and the doobie was from front to back. So, like, driving there, they had a doobie in the whole length of the van. Like, when I got pulled over, they would have been screwed. Like, I could not put my doobie in a container in the back. How do you expect me to put a 10-foot doobie somewhere?
That's funny.
It was funny, but shout out to everyone. If anyone's watching it or anyone's was there, shout out to them. I know other Jeremy that had the Doobie Brothers. That, good job, guys. That was a lot of fun still. But next year, I'm going to start early on my sled. Our sled, I should say. We want to do a club sled again. That was a great idea. I like to start really
going all out.
Yeah, start pressing together your cardboard with all the foam and all the liquid nails, getting like sheets of wood almost. And then they didn't say anything.
Tell the secret.
Well, yeah.
Ancient Chinese secret,
Hey,
man.
dude, the recycling center there, the recycling center guys came down. They're dressed up as army guys. They had 5 dudes standing on top of their sled. Like, they built an army tank, but they had, like, cardboard that was, like, that thick. The recycling center, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got the thickest cardboard you can imagine. It was pretty cool. But, yeah. And actually, there was some club members I know that came out there. I saw a couple, and there's a few that said they're coming out there. I didn't see them, but I'm sure they were there. So, shout-outs to everyone. Thank you guys for all your support. Again, thank you for all your help. That was, again, for the Genesee County Animal Control that we did that run for. And also, the Bucks for Barks is what we were talking about originally, which went off subject on. That's what's going on right now. That's one way you want to get back. Boom.
Yeah.
That's going to be ending March 7th. We'll obviously take donations afterwards if you really need to, but try to get them before March 7th. Let's make a nice big donation. And then right after that, again, we have the Soup Kitchen, which I mentioned earlier, on March 14th and 21st. And then after that in March, if you guys are writing on your calendar, do it quickly. Come on. We got the Animal Control, 7th. We got the 14th and the 21st, Soup Kitchen. And then we got the 30th. You know what the 30th is?
What?
It's the day before the 31st. But you know what else it is?
You.
What
else is it?
It is me. I will be part of that day, and so will you, buddy.
What else is it?
DJ Short.
Know what I'm saying?
DJ Short, who is not a DJ, so don't confuse it. But I like to tell people to use it. I still love it, dude. I always thought DJ Short, before I actually met him, friends of mine that met him, and stories that I've heard from other people, and never got a real story. It was like the
Right.
telephone game. I thought he was a short black guy who spun Dirty House like DJ Funk, and also grew pot and bred seeds. That's really what I thought. DJ Short, you are a cool dude. Like you are definitely way more. You're a way cooler dude in my mind than I thought you were. So it wasn't like a bad thing, but the name DJ Short, it just threw me off because I was in the music thing and seen
Right,
back in
right.
1819
Yeah.
with DJ Funk and DJ Salt, and you got people talking about Blueberry and Detroit. So you get all these stories conglomerated and made up about who he is or what he looks like. The myth. So
Right.
that's what was in my head. Maybe my mind just completely
just thought
contorted the ideas that people gave me. But would you think he would?
I just thought he was a disc jockey that for a very short period of time.
Yeah.
Like, maybe
Do you
he's
think
just
he was a
in
short
maybe
guy?
half an hour and give up. You didn't dig it.
Did you think it was like a short guy though too, just as a name?
Well, of course.
Me too. Like I thought, like I said, like a really like CeeLo, like a guy like CeeLo.
Yeah, maybe even like a Danny DeVito.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, really short. Like,
But if you guys have ever wondered what DJ Short looks like, you should come to the club on the 30th. He will be there. I know we have a lot of members that actually love DJ Short so much that they wait and wait and wait, and they wait for us to announce it. Well, I'm announcing it now. So if you're at the club and you know your buddies are those people that love to come see DJ Short, like I know a bunch of guys in Bay City come down every time he comes here, you guys spread the word. Spread the word because he is going to be coming in vending
spread it.
genetics, not strains, genetics, because it is strictly seeds. I know a lot of people last time we said strains and everyone got excited thinking he was going to have meds there. He brings genetics. He will have seeds there for you guys like usual, and he's probably going to do a class seminar at the end. It's going to be one of those things where DJ Short's such a cool guy and he's very easygoing, and just like we are at the club, where it works out perfect like this, where he wants to come and do his thing throughout the day, hang out and talk. He likes to, fractionize with everyone.
Right.
We all hang out, eat lunch, get some pizza.
Fractionized.
Yeah, isn't that what it's called? Or
Fraternize,
fraternize.
yeah.
Fraternize. Sorry.
Yeah, he's not chopping people in
Yeah.
pieces. I didn't want no confusion there. He will not fraternize you.
He will fraternize. He likes to hang out, and then there's gonna be he did a class last time, but it was more of like a formal sit-down class. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be more like everyone that's there and wants to come do the class, he's gonna open it up like that. And I know last time he had a regular seminar class that he does and goes over like specifics. But I think he found that a lot of people like to ask him questions, and he likes to talk a lot, just like all of us do. We all like to rant. As you guys can see, I've ranted so far for like 30 minutes. He likes to talk too because he has a lot of knowledge, and a lot of people at our club are very, very willing and wanting to seek and find people that will teach. And so when he comes in time, when he comes in, that was like a Chinese town.
In time. He'll be in town in time.
Say it 5 times fast.
Town. Oh,
Tom is coming to town on time today.
perfect.
There we go. But he likes
Totally
to hang
do that.
out and talk with people. Like I know last time he was in here, I picked his mind about why sativas and indicas are different structures, and why I was thinking thinning a plant, not pruning. And a lot of people consider pruning plucking leaves. Really, if you guys, I don't like to discourage people from what they think, but if that's what your concept of pruning is, I advise you guys to go check out YouTube and look up rosebud pruning. You guys will get a quick tip on what pruning is. I was under the wrong impression too my whole life until my grandmother kept, asking me what the hell I was talking about because I was pulling leaves off a plant. She's like, "You're not pruning it, you're thinning it." And I'm like, "Well, what are you? No difference." And then she's like pointing out to me, as a young kid, we used to prune rose bushes. You take the top and you go down a few where the flowers coming up, and you prune it on a 45-degree angle, so that way that those pistils are still there in that one leaf. And what happened is that would be your top bud now. And with flowers, your top bud flower also, sorry, same thing. So I don't know why I was thinking fruit. You'll have your top flower right there. And what it does is it has your hormone production, goes forced down through the plant, kind of like topping a plant, but what you're doing is you're topping every little arm coming up. And what it's doing is forcing all the hormones to push out to the side stems, or side arms, so you get a lot of branch growth. There's also things you can buy like bonsai. I think that's the actual brand or the label of the product. You won't find it at a hydro store. I've been trying to get my few people to get it in their stores. It's a greenhouse. You go to like a nursery to find it. Bonsai is for bonsai trees. hence the name. And what it does is it is a compound that forces the production of the hormones to grow out to the sides to get the bush and you get the slowed down top growth.
Gotcha.
It's a very cool product, but you can do it yourself by pruning a plant. It's a little more work. Um,
Interesting.
Yes, so what I was getting at was I was talking about with him about pruning and thinning, mainly thinning, and about thinning indicas and thinning sativas, how people always go back and forth about you shouldn't take leaves off or you should. And me and him were pointing out points that like indicas grow in the mountains. So you have a shorter growth, more stockier plant, lots of leaves, trying to absorb as much light as possible. And the sativas, usually you have more of a climate range where it's very hot. More tropical, you're closer to the equator, so you're closer to the sun, so you don't need as many leaves. You have a thinner leaf area, but that also doesn't make as much sense to me because maybe I would have to learn more about plants personally, but if anyone knows this, let me know, please. I'm always willing to learn. I'm never, never, ever turn down knowledge. I'm a sponge. Feed me. My sativas are in a hotter area. I just thought of this. But they have less leaves. Now, transpiration, perspiration happens to the leaves.
Right.
So indicas must transfer. They take a lot of light. It doesn't mean, I'm sorry guys, not to confuse you. Maybe it doesn't mean that it transfer more. But my point I was getting to is we were just talking about the point of how different plants come from different areas and what their structure kind of entitles them to their nature of their surroundings and how they have to grow. And I was just kind of commenting on how, well, indoors you're completely the best you can make it. So like you can play God in pretty much indoors with your plants and make it the most square watts or watts per square foot, the most light penetration. You can put lights up and down the sides, whatever you want to do. You control it. So really, the nature of indica or sativa doesn't really matter. So my logic was I could thin the indicas down more, let more light penetrate in there, and get more light, penetrating to get more bud growth off it, which I found does work for me. But there's always the point of how much or when should you. And if anyone really knows this and you're a botanist, I would love to learn more about it. But like me and DJ Short, we talked about this quite a bit, and he actually helped me learn more about it, like the part about the equator and
Right.
sativas, and then also how sativas also keep more of the oils inside the plant and the hairs and everything, and inside the plant, the calyx itself, than they do on the outside. And not more, but they contain a lot in there than compared to indicas. So that was really cool to learn that. So what I was getting at again was DJ Short is one cool mofo. And you can learn a lot from this guy. He knows a lot. You can also learn a lot from people, at the club that come in and talk to him. Because you're going to have people asking questions that you're probably going to wonder about, maybe forgot. And you'll get an answer for questions that you just didn't remember. So bring a pad of paper. Always bring a pen with you. It's good to take notes. It's good to absorb stuff. I'm sure he's not going to want you to sit there with your camera and record him with the video. So, a pad of paper like this does a lot.
Can't remember everything.
Yeah, you can't remember everything, and you shouldn't try to. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're meant for. That's why really wealthy guys that are really like the Vanderbilts. When we used to work at the Biltmore Estate, that mother had the largest library I've ever seen in a house, period. Like, it's bigger than most people's houses. And you know why? Because he liked to read, and when he had something he would like to learn about, or like to go back and look at something, he could. Right. You can't remember everything, so you have books to help you out, or notes, or computers nowadays. Point. Yeah, like if you guys ever wonder why something does something or what something is, Google it or Bing it, whatever you want to do. I don't care what search engine you use.
That's
I'm not
the new library.
Yeah, I'm not like a salesperson here, but like really, you could find out an answer to your question within a matter of seconds. So why ask something and not find out your answer? Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, what about this or what's that or how do you do this, and then they just leave it. And it's like, really, dude, you have a phone that's like a computer. And you have access to the internet. You can Google it and find out 99.9% of the time what your answer is going to be.
Just ask the box a question.
Just ask the box. That's all you have to do. So DJ Short again, guys. If you're doing your calendar, here we go one more time. Last time, so make sure you write it down. Genesee County Animal Control through March 7th. North End Soup Kitchen, March 14th and 21st. Both days are Thursdays. And then March 30th, the day before the 31st, DJ Short will be in town. He will bring genetics, and he will also be having a class, get-together, seminar. I hate calling it a regular class because he's such a cool dude.
On the 30th?
Yeah, the 30th.
Is that the same 30th that's after the 29th?
It is, dude.
Okay, just make sure.
Dude, you know what was really tripping me out the other day? What was it? Someone asked me about Like, what would happen if you tried to figure out what would happen the day before tomorrow?
I know what happened today.
But it's right now.
Right.
So you really couldn't. It's right now. Right now is the day before tomorrow. And it's the day before yesterday, or the day after yesterday. Isn't that tripped out?
Boom, dude.
I'm
Boom.
I'm just messing with you guys. Sorry. Yeah, see if you guys are still awake there. It wasn't that funny though, was it? But we do have some more stuff at the club for you guys. Let's see here. Some notes. All right, we talked about suggestions. We talked about the first Thursday of the month. We talked about the suggestion box. Utilize them. Also, we have one more thing going on right now, guys, that we want your input for. The
What is it?
420 party.
Looking forward to this, man.
What? Dude, the 420 party is the most gangster OG party in this part of town, if not the state. Dude, it's our celebration party. It's our birthday party. So we have it, the 420 is our annual birthday party. This is going to be our 5th year? Sorry, guys. I've been at every 420 party, and I'm really sorry, but I can't remember if this is our 4th or 5th year. I know I look like an idiot probably or sound like a pothead, but when this is your life and you do this over and over and over every day, and you enjoy it so much that every day is fun to you, you kind of forget. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember everything like it was yesterday, but I kind of forgot how long it was.
I believe it's the 4th one.
Yeah, time to me, going back, I just lose concept of how long stuff's been, but I remember everything. It's kind of weird. It's just, to me, it's all good memories. You know what I'm saying? So there's no grasp on when it needs to be done, or when it was done. I mean, it was just a good memory. So we put 420 party, guys, either a 4th or 5th one. I'll get that cleared up for you guys this next week. But we do have a vote suggestion area. You know our wonderful white signs that we have, our little white erase boards? Our dry erase boards, there we go. We have one at the security desk. We have another one at the snack desk, and they're facing each other. Our snack bar. Sorry, guys. And they're facing each other. One tells you guys about the podcast and when to tune in and how to tune in and where to tune in at. So you should be watching. And the other one right now, it usually has little notes on there about things, going on in the club. Right now we have the 420 party vote board. And that means we have the dunk tank back up again. We have the throwing the pies. We have, sorry guys, I just wrote initials. Mechanical bowl. We have the basketball shootout. We have
face painting,
and we also have the jousting, the bounce joust. That's what it is, BJ.
Those are things that you could vote on. We're not going to have them.
I wrote the initial BJ. I had to think about what was going on there. Sorry, guys. So this is for you guys to vote on. I think we're taking 2 of the things that you guys picked the most of.
So it matters.
We want your guys' vote. Like I said, your club, your vote. If you guys don't vote on it and you guys come to the party, you're like, oh, what a stupid dunk tank. I gotta see Chad again in a stupid ass farting swimsuit looking like Pam Anderson Lee getting dunk tanked again. Like, that's your fault. Because you could have voted against it.
Your fault.
If you don't want to see me in a red bikini dressed up like Pamela Anderson Lee again, talking trash to all you people who can't throw a ball at a huge bullseye to knock me in a freezing cold pail of water, then that's your fault. But if you wanted to see that, then vote for it. If you want the jousting, then vote for it. If you guys want to have a basketball shootout to see who the top dog in the club is with a basketball, some hoops, you want to do some dribbling, you want to see how your little roundabout is, and then take that free throw, then you can. And we can have a basketball shootout. But you got to vote on it. So you got that. You got the mechanical bull. We've had the mechanical bull before. Same with the dunk tank. Mechanical bull was awesome. I got my butt thrown off that thing.
You did?
I know. At the end, you had to. Like, the guy was being nice, and he would get you going.
That's the way it works.
And he'd be like, all right. And you'd be like, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Like, I'm a badass, dude. That's right. Look at me. I'm riding this thing. Yeah, that's right. Chicks all look at me. I'm a bad mofo. And all of a sudden the guy's like, I only got the dial like maybe 1/10 of the way up. And he starts cranking that bitch up. I mean, you're up there, and he knows that you're thinking you're a badass now. He starts cranking that thing up, and you're just like, yeah, whoa, shit. And you start getting there, and all of a sudden you look at everyone else, and you smile like, it's no big deal, it's no big deal.
Everybody's screaming,
and really, you're thinking like, all right, if this continues worse, I got a plan where I'm going to fall. Because I'm going to get thrown off this thing. And there's a front and a back to this thing. It is definitely going to hit me if I don't fall this gracefully. And at the same time, the guy at the control booth is like, he's still smiling. What a jackass. And he starts turning up even more. Now he's like a quarter of the way up on the dial. And you're just like, whoa, 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 coming off the pole. And next thing you know, it's boom, you're done. You hopefully pick the spot where you wanted to fall. And when you came up on a buck and your ass end comes up off that thing, hopefully you just let go. Your left hand's usually, or your right hand, usually you're supposed to hold it under grip. Hopefully that thing, you just let go of that thing. Pop that thing off and just mount off, boom, roll right into the mat, and you're good. But it is trickier than it sounds. That's why I love the darn thing, because it is so much fun, because you see people flying off that thing left and right, and it is entertaining. But it is also accomplishing, because you get a lot of people up there, that haven't done much physical activity, and the guy will take it gentle with you if you aren't sitting there acting like a jackass like I was, like, yeah, I'm the Bull King, yeah! Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to yell into the microphone there. That was probably really loud.
You are the Bull King, Chad. For sure.
Watch me ride this, motherfuckers. But he will be gentle with people that need to be gentle. And it is a lot of fun. So I like the mechanical bull. I like the dunk tank because I like talking trash to you guys, because all you throw like Girl Scouts. That's all I got to say about that. We even had a big tattooed up buddy of mine in there. That's, a biker guy. He's in there, and man, he could not hit that bullseye. Then we had this big lumberjack ass dude come in there, and he could not hit the bullseye. And I let them move up a little bit. And they even got practice throws. And I know a few people were getting hot and angry.
Hot and angry.
Hot and angry because I was talking trash to them. And then like a crowd came around, and next thing you know, they couldn't hit. They were like throwing it like 10 feet short because they're getting nervous. It was awesome. So mechanical bull, the dunk tank, I like those two. The face painting's a lot of fun. I'm just not a fan of face painting as much. Unless the wrong environment for it. If I'm at like
a turtle.
If I was at Burning Man, I'd probably let my face get painted. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's different.
Yeah, a little bit different. And then we have
than dirt.
The TP, the throwing the pie. So you can have the pie throwing. Also, I don't know, I wrote that backwards. And I know we've done the pie throw before too. I know like the board members and a few of the staff has got out there, and if people got to take out their dying wishes to throw a pie at one of us. I know you guys all want to throw a pie at one of us at least. I know I got at least a handful of people there that want to hit me in the face with a pie.
Love to throw a pie at me.
Yeah.
I know this. I know this.
Luckily, it's a pie. And if we check the pies, so you're not allowed to take it and put anything else in them. There's no throwing of the brick or the bar of soap or anything. None of that, guys.
Don't give them no ideas.
So we do have that. Please go vote on that, guys. We always have a great 420 party. I know we've learned
it's gonna be
from
the best.
Yeah, we've learned from our years. We got a bigger building now, so we can have music inside. I know we've done tents now because tents protect us from the rain, so we can still have certain things out there. Like the first few. That's where you learn, and then you just grow from there. It's just like Woodstock or any other. Well, I shouldn't say Woodstock, because Woodstock was a fluke. Like most other events where they start really, really small and they get big over time. I mean, that's exactly what happened with this. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, or I shouldn't say sometimes, more likely, a lot of times, a lot of those things, they don't ever make it past the first couple of years. So, but luckily, we have a lot of people that love the event. We have a lot of people that help out with the event. A lot of people that give their time and donations to help out with this. All your guys' memberships and everything, that's what helps these kind of things. When you sign up as a member, boom, part of that $20, I don't know what percentage, but part of that $20 goes to help out with exact things like this. And that's what the club is about. And that's why we do the things we do. So please vote on that.
Let us know what you want to do.
And if you are someone that's listening and you have some freaking cool stuff, like anything, like if you're like, man, you know what? I got the coolest something that would make the 420 party the best, then let us know.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool that you could say that to your friends, but I don't know. Toby doesn't know. Beaner doesn't even freaking know. So how is it ever going to get done? If you got something that's so amazingly cool, let us know. Call us up here at the show. Go to Genesee County or Genesee Compassion's Facebook page. Hit us up on there. Go to our webpage. I know we've been talking about eventually having a forum for members on our webpage.
Right.
I know it's still in the works. But for now, we have our Facebook. Facebook is open. You guys can talk about stuff on Facebook. I mean, because you aren't talking about anything illegal. Just don't go on Facebook and be like, hey, My name's Farmer Joe. I just harvested 20 pounds. Anybody here need it? Because that's not what Facebook's for. That's not what our club's about. So, feel free to hop on there and ask us, hey, like I have an idea for this, or
Right.
I got this, or I have a question. I answer people's questions all the time about phone numbers and such, and different different things about if we're open and things like that. And that's what it's for. So use that. And our 420 party is gonna freaking rock. I heard we might have a couple good bands this year. I know we had an awesome band last year. I think it was called Moon Boots.
Moon Boots.
An 80s cover band. I think you know them, don't you?
I do. I know
Yes.
them personally.
Toby personally knows Moon Boots, which is awesome. I even think Beaner used to be one of the roadies back in the days. He used to travel around, and he used to be the guy to come out to the sound check. He'd be like, arf, 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 arf. And that's how they'd check it. He'd get a little closer. That's how they would know, perfect mics for the 80s music, a lot of that synthesized music. Dog barks were great for it.
The tone, he has perfect pitch.
Perfect pitch, yeah. Speaking of music, you know what we do have?
What?
What? We have Glass Lung.
Glass Long?
Glass Lung.
Sorry,
Sorry, guys. I love Glass Lung. Look, Glass Lung is a little heavy, though. I like heavy music. I like all kinds of music, actually, so just to be fair. Which is awesome, because I can enjoy enjoy my time in myself any place I go, which I found to be great. Even at a country bar, I can enjoy myself.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have a few drinks in me, I'll go out there and start line dancing, even though I don't know what the hell I'm doing. People be laughing at
When
me.
in Rome.
People be laughing at me, and I'll just be like, hey, I'm laughing too. This is fun. But we have Glass Lung, and they have 2 shows coming up. The first one's at White's Bar in Saginaw, Saturday, March 16th. Calendar date, Saturday, March 16th at White's Bar in Saginaw. You're going to have to bring yourself, bring some excitement, and bring some money, because you're going to want to have a few beers, you're going to want to enjoy yourself, and you're going to share your excitement with the band. And we also have 2 other bands with Glass Lung, with Everyday War. Everyday War, the name says it all, guys. If you like heavy stuff, this is the place to be. And for all you fans out there that dig Godzilla and like all that old, the old classic rock and roll names, I dig this name. I'm pretty sure they're still heavy metal, newer age, but it's Mothra. Mothra! Dude, I used to love Mothra. I just wanted Mothra to win when it was Godzilla versus Mothra. I know, Mothra, win!
Why can't he win?
Yeah, I don't know, but they became friends. Well, they became friends in the later movies. Mothra, Godzilla, they all team up.
He did win.
Yeah, they all won.
They won with friendship.
They won with friendship. Friendship wins everything, dude.
That is beautiful.
Hey, knowing is half the battle, my friend.
I think Mistaken for Satellites is this Friday.
What?
Yeah, at Churchill's.
At Churchill's?
I do believe. And they're doing like a documentary.
Mistaken for Satellites.
Thing.
Which another one of our members, yes, is part of that band. So we got 2 members of 2 bands with 2 great shows coming up. We have Glass Lung. We have Mistaken for Satellites. We have Glass Lung Mistaken for Satellites this Friday at Churchill's. I'm not sure of the time. I'm sure doors probably open.
Starting at 10 or something. Yeah, but they're doing like a documentary thing, so come down and be a part of that.
Yeah, live video shoot. Sorry, Brett, for not hearing this before I got here, man. We'll have to talk next time. But if you let me know, I'll put it on Facebook when I get back to the club. All right, buddy? On top of that, we have, again, Glass Lung, Friday, March 22nd. Mark it on your calendar. March 22nd, right here at Churchill's in Flint. Again.
Churchill's.
What?
The day turns to night.
Dude, Churchill's, guys, I'm telling you, when I was younger, Churchill's was
right
the
now,
spot.
Mm-hmm.
No, back in the days, Churchill's was so
it's
packed
come
you couldn't
back.
even move. We need to make it the spot. Churchill's is a great bar. They have a great atmosphere. They have great employees. They have great bands all the time. And they're really cool
Great
freaking people.
Great food.
Great food, too. I'm sorry, I've never had food there. I'm sorry.
Most people just say that's a good example right there. Most people don't know how good their food is.
So you guys hear that? Churchill's has wonderful food right from the mouth of Toby. Great food.
I'm not even known to eat food at all. So
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, I've never really heard you say much things about good food. That must mean it's great food.
Good food.
So go check out Churchill's. We got 2 bands. Churchill's this month. I'm sorry.
Next month.
Next month. No, I'm sorry. One's this month, one's next month.
Nope. Those ones are both Glass Lung shows there
March.
are March.
Yes.
16,
I meant
27.
the other one's this
22nd.
month still.
Yes,
Mistaken
the
for
Mistaken
Satellites.
for Satellites is this Friday.
So Mistaken for Satellites this Friday at Churchill's. Glass Lung, Saturday, March 16th in Saginaw at White's Bar. And then Friday, March 22nd, back here in Flint at Churchill's, along with Elam Zog. Sorry about that.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So some pretty badass shows going on, guys. I don't know if you guys know this. I was joking with Toby a minute ago. Toby's also, bands. He's into bands, has bands, very musically inclined, very artistically talented with music. Not to stroke your ego or nothing, but he is. So we have a lot of that at our club. And surprisingly, our staff is stacked with people like that. And not just that, but our everyday, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the word, our regulars, our regular members that come in every day pretty much, or at least 3 to 4 days a week, a lot of them are in the same boat. They're all either in bands, musicians, artists, video, and it's a great place to meet people like that. And like I've seen more shows, met more people in that, recently. Like it's been a long time. It's since when I worked in the entertainment industry back when I was at Michigan State, that I still met less people on a regular that I was around that were actually that besides my buddies. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm meeting people coming in the club like, oh, this or that or blah, blah, blah. And like, wow, I didn't expect that. We got, what is it, Bud Savage.
There's a lot of art going on.
Bud Savage. He has his poster up at the club right now. Mm-hmm. Bud Savage. He comes in here, right? Right, John?
Bud Slaughter does.
Sorry there, Bud. Bud Slaughter. Sorry, I completely gave you a new name with Bud Savage. But, how about...
still mean and scary.
How about BSS? Bud Savage Slaughter. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Might not work, but Bud Slaughter, he's a member, and he has this poster up at the club. I know a lot of people have heard him before and talk about him. I recently have just heard more about him. But like that's what I'm saying, like a lot of people, so many freaking people around me and around you and around Beaner and around all of us at the club. So not just is it about medicine at the club. You can come to the club and you can meet people musically inclined. You can come there and find people that are in the crafts and arts. You need air conditioner. You need the heater. You can find anything you want. Like it is a collective of geniuses.
Fine minds.
Fine minds. And I mean that in the sense that everyone knows a lot about something. And you put all that together and you get more than anyone else could ever know. So it's just, it's beyond a school. So come down, check us out. We got some bands playing. We got some good stuff, volunteer work going on this month. We got donations going. We also have DJ Short coming in town next month.
Wiki.
We also have something I want to try to do. We have our snack bar. Our snack bar is amazing. We have people that come in, like I said, just for coffee with their buddies to hang out and talk about how their life's going and such. And with that, we have drinks that people love to get at the snack bar. Like people have their own drinks named after them. We'll get some of those up here eventually.
It's true.
But right now, we have a hot cocoa mocha for the week.
What?
Yeah, Jamie makes this for JR. It's one of his favorites. It's hot cocoa instead of chocolate sauce mixed with your espresso. So it's like a mocha with hot cocoa, so you get a little extra. She has the whipped cream. She has the chocolate and the cinnamon sprinkles on top. The flakes, or shakings, on top. The cinnamon's very good with it. And our whipped cream is awesome up there. And I bet you can even get her to put like a little shot of cream inside it. That'd probably make it excellent. Yeah. But that's our drink of the week right there. We'll get another drink up for you guys next week. It's cold out. It's not Christmas time, so no more peppermint ones.
So but you just go in and ask for a JR?
Yeah, there we go, a JR.
That's it. Give me a JR. She's going to know what's up.
I like this.
It's that simple.
People's initials, HJ or BJ. Mm-hmm. Do we have anyone in the club like that?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to come up with one. Sorry, guys, my mind, I like to always have fun little things. So ask for a JR. Go in there and say, yo, can I get a JR? And they should
make it smile.
Yeah. Now, JR does not like cinnamon on his, from what I've been told. But I've been told that the cinnamon makes it 10 times better. So that's from the mouth of our barista. And our barista is very, very, very knowledgeable on her drinks. I should say their drinks, because we have a couple baristas that are very exceptional. So our baristas, shout outs to you guys. I know we're getting close to time here. I really didn't have much news for the state. I know everyone's still talking about, the Supreme
Yeah.
Court and all this, but we've also seen
uh,
what has happened. It's like everything else.
yeah.
Some goes, wee, back down. It's just like doing the wave. You know, like you have to really look into things. Like I said, Jeremy on our Facebook page really puts it out there for you. He'll help clarify things.
Yeah,
Or
watch the
Yeah,
haze
you can
surrounding
see.
Michigan medical marijuana.
Yeah, you
laws.
can see what the truth of things are if you really just sit back for a second. A lot of people, you know, we get medicated and we like to read something or see something and we get really, really worked up about it because this is something that is helping us. This is something that benefits us. Like my life, I know personally, is 10 bounds better because of this.
Of course.
I was not even close to being the same person before this, physically and mentally, both, you know, playing well off each other. I feel I'm a better person inside, outside, and all around. With this, with the community we've grown, with the people we surround ourselves with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like my life, I will say, anyone that's watching that, you know, voted for this law, if you're not a patient, thank you very much because you've changed my life. I know you've probably changed Toby's life.
Right on.
There's a lot of people's life you have changed, and I want to thank you personally. I'm dead serious about this. I thank you guys
Yeah.
so much for fighting for us. I really, really, really appreciate everyone's work. I know sometimes we work with each other. I know sometimes it's hard and people work against each other. But really, we need to stick together. Even if we don't have the same, you know, final, like, complete end result that in our head, but we have the same path, we have the same concept, we need to remember that. We need to remember we are strong. We are hundreds of thousands strong now.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of people, you know, that are part of this. We have a lot of people that voted for this that aren't even part of this that still have our back. And there's people out there. I know myself. When you look at me, I might not be the best physical representation of, you know, by looking at me. But let me tell you, what you don't see is definitely what you don't see. There's a lot underneath the clothes and a lot of my history that you do not know about. And you might have heard bits and pieces about, you know, accidents and this and that. And I've been through a lot. So someone like me who doesn't show it, it's hard for me to go and fight for people because they look at me like I'm just one of those kids. But, you know, there's a lot of people out there like me. And I want to tell you thank you from those people. I know sometimes you might not take it as, you know, seriously, but I can tell you right now, like, I should be on disability and should be on Social Security and should be living off that for the rest of my life feeling sorry for myself. And, you know,
Why aren't you?
and physically out of shape and probably sick, you know, dying from medications they had me on. They had me on so many painkillers and such, you know, and everything else, depression, which not, like, my life would not be good. And it wasn't. You know, I fought and I wanted better, so I got better. That's what it really took. I luckily did not enjoy painkillers or the drugs they had me on, so that was a bonus for me. There was some physical dependency, but like I said, if you don't enjoy stuff, you kind of tend to tough things out. You know, like you don't enjoy breaking your hand, but if it happens, you kind of have to tough it out. You know, it just happens. It's going to heal. It's going to feel better soon, but you have to tough it out. And that's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? My doctor is an awesome doctor. My family doctor, he would not sign for my card personally, but he is an awesome enough doctor where he knew that it was safer for me and said, I will help you wean off all your scripts. Most doctors cannot take over a pain management doctor's spiel of medicine, right, like that. But I dropped my doctor, went to my family doctor I was always with, and he helped me and saw that it was better for me. And even though he would not sign my card because he, you know, it's just not his practice, he still believes, he just cannot. And that's the bad part about why our world's like this. Like, like my doctor could sign for me, but he can't. Like, people like me, you know, need this. There's a lot of people out there like me. And there's also a lot of people out there that are not like me. A lot of people out there that when you look at, you're like, damn, wow, I feel bad for that person. Let them smoke all the pot they want. And the funny part is we all need it. All of us that are like this, we all need this, and we all appreciate it. And we all deeply, sincerely want to thank you guys for helping and fighting and getting this the way it is. But remind you guys that we have to continue this by sticking together. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be about a club or a dispensary, about a person's group. We are all patients. That's our group. We are patients. We are caregivers. That is our group. We need nothing more than that. I mean, there's always going to be what we are. But don't think about that in your head. Pull yourself away from your ass right now. Like, that's what we all do. We all stick our head in our ass and we forget about the big picture. I do it. We all do it. It's been 5 years almost. We all have to just pull our head out and then be like, you know what? I can do what I do. I can have my club. I can have this. I can have this show. I can do whatever organization or group I want to be part of normally and that stuff. And I can still go to like Hash Bash and still be part with everyone. And Hash Bash does a great job with that, bringing people together. But we need more of that. There's way more people involved with this than just Hash Bash. It's a great crowd. We have a lot of freaking people in this. Mm-hmm. And you guys have to remember that it's that big. It's the big picture is that we are all together joined to this as patients and caregivers. All of our small things are in those circles. That's cool. You can have all those. You can be your own groups. You can do all that. But remember the big circle. You're all part of it. Just like I am, just like he is, just like Beaner, just like everyone else. That big circle is what we have to use to be our tool to make ourselves heard. So please remember that. And also take my thank yous sincerely. I want to thank everyone in the club, all our staff, our volunteers, the members, everyone. Yeah. Thank you again. I know I say this quite, and I've been saying it more, but that's because I mean it. And I really want you guys to know this, and I really want you guys to feel that same family bond that I feel with most of you guys, and feel that vibe where we can fight through anything with us together, and we can make it where we can have that same feeling where we go drink coffee at the snack bar with our buddies, or we go to the sled race because it's fun, or we go check out a band because it's part of our group and we're excited to see it. That's what I'm getting at. And I want to wrap it up, guys, saying, Toby, thank you, brother.
Word,
man, word. Thank you, Beaner. A little handshake there. And all you guys, John, thank you. See you guys next week.